Be up. Hit record. Oh, and there's Tyra.
Hi.
Yay!
I'm just stopping my video because I'm not feeling well today.
That's what you're doing. I'm so glad you joined us. I was just wondering where you were. So cool. Okay, so I think everyone's on. Vicky's going to jump on when she gets home. And yeah, so I'm on record. So we're going to do this. So welcome to Team BeachBudds meeting for January. Is it the 6th already? Are you kidding me? Wow. No, it's the 5th. Ooh, it's one day ahead. For January 5th. And I'm really, really excited about today. I did quite a bit of preparation actually for today's call because I'm really excited about it. It's a topic that I really, really believe in. And I know for athletes, visualization of their goals and the outcome, and before they head down the hill, or before they do their gymnastics move, or before they go out on the ice in hockey, they picture exactly what it is they want to accomplish. I mean, and that people use that for years, right? And so there's absolutely no reason why we can't use that same kind of visualization to help us run our lives, right? Not just our business, but our lives, our physical lives, our spiritual lives, our mental lives, our friendships, our work, our pleasure, whatever our goals is. And that's today what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a vision board and what is a vision board. And for some people, the idea of putting down visions and goals is very, very scary, right? It actually can make their heart palpitate because they figure, yeah, Tammy's got her hand up. She's one of them, right? They figure if I put it out there and it doesn't happen, I'm going to be disappointed in myself, right? If I put it out there and it doesn't happen, I'm a failure. And that's not how it works. And it's just not true. And if we don't put it out there, it will not happen, right? So if we put it out there, the closer we are to getting what it is that we want. Hey, Vicky just jumped on. Hey, Vic. So I just gotta make sure Vic's on mute here because it'll jump to her if not. I can't see her. Give me 1 second, guys. Vic, can you mute yourself? You know how? I can't hear her anyway. Anyway. Okay, well, if she jumps around, I'll figure it out. I can't figure it out right now. So anyway, welcome, Vic. I'm glad you can join us. So anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh, vision boards. So for me, there is no wrong way to do a vision board at all. There isn't, right? Some people do them for a specific goal. Some people do them for their whole lives. Some do them for just 1 year. Some people do them electronically. Someone do on a board. I did mine on the cork board that's behind my desk, so it's permanent. And so what I'm going to talk about today is how I did my vision board, right? Just to give you ideas on where to start. Like, where do you even start deciding, what you put on this vision board, right? And so I got someone else popping on the line, and I don't know who it is. Very exciting. Anyway, so first of all, the very, very first thing that you need to do is sit down in quiet space, right? Where you can, let's figure out how to mute this line, guys. There we go. I don't want to hit mute. And more. Oh, okay, there, perfect. Sorry, guys. I will get better at this as we go. Anyway, first thing you want to do is you want to sit down and know that the time that you're going to invest doing this is time that you're investing in yourself. So take time when you're quiet. Have a bath, light a candle. Don't try to squeeze it in, when you're sitting in the car waiting for your son to come out of parkour, right? Don't try to do it while you're in the bathroom, while your kids are banging on the door. It doesn't work because what happens is you get all anxious and worried, and you can't open up your heart and your mind to where it is you want to go and what it is that you see for your future, right? So the very first step is just give yourself some moments, take deep breaths, and realize that you're not going to be able to do this board. You might have a clear vision of where you're going, and you're going to pound this thing out in 45 minutes. That can happen, right? It doesn't usually. Usually it takes time. It can be days, it can be weeks, right? But give yourself some time to just sit down and think about what you want for your life, right? Where are you going? And a vision board isn't just about the images of things we want. It is about how those things make us feel, right? It's about the internal side. And when you look at things on your vision board, you want to go, oh, like you want to have that feeling. Your body, I heard this, it was Rhonda shared it on Pinterest. She shared a speaker on Pinterest. And one of the things he said, and I've heard this before, is your brain and your emotions and your heart, it doesn't know the difference between something that's really happening or something that you're feeling, right, or dreaming about. So if you can convince your head that something's already happened, your mind, it will go there like it has. Your emotions will act like it has already happened. And this is part of this whole visualization. You put it out there, you look at it every day, and you start, when you look at it, you take a breath and you let yourself believe that you have all of that already, right? And seriously, I get excited. I almost get teary-eyed when I look at mine because I want that so bad. And I miss that point. I miss the part where I get to stop and I get to look at it and I get to go, I get to feel what it'll feel like when I have achieved those things. And so where I started with mine was I just sat down, I took some breaths. I had already done my goals, right? I had already done my vision board. It's been done for a long time. It's done for about 6 months, right? And so I add things and I take things away. But 6 months ago, I had my goal sheet that I started when I did BeachBuddy. It was right in the beginning of the training. I had my 10 goals for the next year and my why. And I started with it. And that sheet of paper, you'll see, is actually on my vision board, right? And I read through my goals very, very carefully. And I thought, so what images pop in my mind that show me when I complete those goals, when I've accomplished those goals, what does it give me, right? So I had to compete in a fitness competition, which I have done now, right? I have overcoming my shyness when I'm talking to people, because that's a big thing for me. To be able to be a supportive coach, to change lives, maintain a healthy lifestyle, financial freedom, right? I had a dollar value assigned to that. I didn't know anything about BeachBuddy when I started that, but I have a dollar value. I have, and I'll show you all this. And I have my rank advancements. I have what I need for 1-star diamond, and I have what I need for 2-star diamond. I have pictures of the vacation spots that I want to go, and not just a vacation, but very specific. I have London because my kids want to go to London. I want to take my kids to London. I don't know why they picked London, but that's where they want to go. So really specific, right? You don't want to take a picture of traveling. Well, yeah, we all want to travel. Where do you want to travel to, right? If it's Cancun, what does it feel like? Have a picture that you can feel the heat on your face, right? You can taste the margarita in your hand. It gets you excited, right? You look at that picture and you go, I can feel what that's going to feel like. And to me, that's what a vision board is, right? And so your second step is to start collecting images. And whether they're paper images like mine, or they're off the internet because you're going to do an electronic one or digital one like Carol Lee did, you start collecting images. Don't try to put it together right away, right? Collect a whole bunch of images that relate to your goals and show you, when I do make that financial freedom, I'm going to be able to buy myself this new kitchen, right? Or I'm going to be able to take my kids on this holiday and pick out those things and have a whole bunch of them, right? And then step 3 is to start placing them out. And you will realize that there's a bunch that you collected that they don't speak to you, right? They're not hitting your heart. They're not making you all excited like I am when I'm talking about my vision board. And we just put those to the side and we keep the ones that just make us tick, right? And then the 4th step is you put it together, and it can look completely different. I mean, if you are a well-organized person, it may be a very straight line. The pictures might be, all measured out, and so it's perfect, because when you look at it, it has to make you feel comfortable. And if you are a lineal person, you don't want just a smorgasbord of, stuff all squished together, because that's going to make you anxious, right? Or maybe you do. Maybe you love the collage look, and it feels like a warm hug, and so that's how you place yours. And you'll place things that suit your personality. And I don't have this done, but I read this today. Another idea is to keep the center open for a picture of you. And you take a picture where you are glowing and you are happy, right? And you put it right in the center, because this world around you, right, it is what you're shooting for, and it's what makes you happy, which gives you joy and gets you going, right? So you put it together, and then the most important step is you put it in a drawer and forget about it. No, that's not it. That's not it. Are you listening? I'm checking to see if anyone's listening. So you don't put it in a drawer, right? You put it somewhere you're going to see it, and you're going to see it often. Once a day is not enough. Twice a day is not enough. You need to see it 10, 15, 20 times a day, right? So that it's just constantly the images of what you want and where you're going, and that will push you and it will drive you to your goals. And the other thing that I use mine for is I am a yes girl, right? Someone wants us to do something. Yes, I want to compete. I want to do hair and chisel, but I want to lift heavy at the gym, and I want to go for dinner, and I want to do all this stuff. And there's only so much time. And so what I've learned to do is I use my vision board as a benchmark to make decisions, right? So, and this is what I've come to recently, is that this business is so important to me that when I had to put it out in goals, it's more important to me than a trophy, right? And so now going to the gym and lifting really, really heavy and working with a trainer outside of Beachbody, it's something I want. Like I want a trophy. I want to stand on the stage. But when I look at my vision board and I look at what makes me just jump for joy inside and what I want for my life, there's no picture of a trophy on there, right? So it's a want. It is not a desire of my heart. And so it helps me make decisions when you don't know which way do you go. You don't know to go left. You don't know to go right. You look at your board and you think, well, will left or right get me there, right? Which way? And if it's not going to get you there, it's not going to get your family where you're going, don't do it. Say no. Learn to say no, right? And so that's a really important part for me of my vision board, is when I was trying to make this decision about whether or not I want to compete. And I'm giving hammer and chisel everything, and I'm lifting heavy, and I'm hoping that it'll get me where, I could stand on the stage. I'll be in the best shape of my life. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But whether or not I can be stage ready in 2 months on doing hammer and chisel, I don't know. And to be honest, that doesn't matter, right? So, yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing, is it helps you make choices on things that are hard, right? Things you want to do, but do they get you there? So I'm going to show, it's going to take me a minute because I got to dim the lights and it's kind of funny. I'm going to show you my board. Kara Lee posted hers in our group, and I love it. It is amazing. I absolutely love it, right? She wants to buy a house. She has how many C points that she would like to, how many lives she'd like to change. She has it right on there, and hers is digital. And I love that. And she can put it right on her phone, and I think that's what Rhonda does too. So you can look down at your phone. Oh, yeah, showing me your phone, right? So she can see it. And she's going to see that 15, 20 times a day. So that is an excellent place. My office is in the middle of my living room, right? So Tammy's office is not. It's quietly tucked into her basement. So that may not be the best place for Tammy's vision board, right? But my office is literally in the middle of my living room, right? I can see it from everywhere. It's not a big house. So I'm going to just try to turn this around so I can show you what's on my vision board. I got to hit the lights here. You got to tell me if you can't hear me, unmute yourself, please, and let me know. You may not be able to see the details of my board, right? But right here in the middle, this big yellow piece of paper, that is my goals and my why right there in front of me, right? I have coaches change lives. I have a picture of the kitchen that I want and I'm dying for. I have a picture of the Eiffel Tower. And then this one is the most important one to me. And I don't know if anyone can see it, but this is a calculator that says error. And I'm so excited because if I never have to take another accounting job in my life, that makes me so incredibly happy, right? And so one of my goals is to never have to use one of these calculators again. I want to work from home. I want to be debt-free. I have right here on how I'm getting to my 1-star and 2-star diamonds this year, and I have dates associated with them. I have my very favorite scripture verse, right? That reminds me every day that I'm not on my own, that I'm not doing this by myself. I have my business card because I just got them and I'm thrilled to have it, right? Picture of a plane. I have a picture of a, you guys probably can't see it, somewhere on here. Oh, on the other side, you can't see it. Anyway, I have a turning back around. That's on me. I have a picture of one of my favorite athletes, right? And her physique is exactly what I want to get to. I have the very first thank you card I got from Rhonda. I have my emerald, ruby, and diamond cards from Beachbody, and that plasters my back wall, right? And that's what my dream board looks like. And everyone's is going to look really, really different. But that's what makes me tick, right? When I think about getting on that plane and taking my kids to London, or getting on that beach and not doing it on my credit card, right? Because yeah, I guess I could put them on my credit card and I could go now, but that's not the point. That's not the point of it all. And so that's my story, and that's how I design my board, and that's what's going to get me exactly where I want to go this year, next year, and for the next 10 years. So does anybody have any questions, any comments, anything that they want to add before I kind of move on a little bit? No? Nobody? So who wants to do a vision board? Who's ready to take that plunge and put it up? We already have Carolee's, and you guys, they're private. You can show them if you want to, right? I'd love to see them. I would absolutely love to see where your heart's going. But they are private. They are for you. You do not need to share with the group or with me. They're for you, right? And that way you can be honest about what you really want on them. So, anyone got anything? Any questions? Any comments? They're very quiet. Nothing. Okay, I'm looking over here trying to get our schedule for the rest of the month. Perfect. Okay. Well then, the other thing that I wanted to talk about quickly is that Tammy, Carolee, and I ordered, well, Tammy ordered it for us, ordered the, what's it called? Grateful, Tammy, you're going to have to mute, help me here. Grateful journal.
It's like I think it's called the gratitude journal or something like that.
Yeah. Carolee's like, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
She's already nagged me about it. I'm like, it's not here yet. I promise I will text you. I'm sorry if she's going to be the first person I'm going to text when it comes, because she nagged me already.
Oh, that's going to be so exciting. So anyway, the three of us and a whole bunch of people on Rhonda's team are starting the gratitude journal, or have, and I'm really, really excited about that. So if anybody else is interested in the link from Amazon, I think maybe Tammy can post it in our group. It's something that we're doing, and I just think it can bring nothing but to joy, for a joyful heart to your life, to have gratitude. Yes, my friend?
It's the 5-minute gratitude journal. I just looked it up.
5 minutes, even better. That's awesome, because we know it won't take, a whole bunch of time, because sometimes we'll get overwhelmed with all the things that we need to be doing, right? So I'm really, really excited about that. We'll get that started and try to share a little bit about what's happening there. If you were on our page in 5 minutes before our team call, you will see that we have a new banner that Carolee did for us. Thank you so much, because I just haven't quite figured out how to do it. And it has all of our dates for this month, and I'm gonna try to keep that banner updated so that we know our dates, right? And we had the new coach training that started on the 4th, Hammer and Chisel group that started on the 4th. We had our team call tonight, sharing your vision board. There's also Rhonda's open call tomorrow. There's that call that she did invites. That's happening tomorrow. If you don't know what that it is and you want to know, just message me and I will put the link in our group. Clean eating. 11th. I have the date to start a clean eating on the 11th. I didn't want to advertise it too early because I didn't want to lose any people who may have wanted to do the challenge to the clean eating group, but I think we should really, really push that now, right? So I think anybody who kind of wasn't sure, let's put them in the clean eating group and let's make this the best clean eating group that BeachBudds has ever done, because I think it'll pay off for us. So you can put people who have been in. Try not to put too many people who are been in challenge groups. That's hard because then it gets it makes people feel like they're missing something, right? So we'd like to be newbies. So the only thing we don't want is other people's people, right? So if they're already working with a Beachbuddy coach, that's not someone we want in our group. That'll just cause trouble for us. So that's for the 11th. So that's only 6 days away, next Monday. So if you guys are interested, I'd really like to push to, fill that group up, because I think it will do wonders for all of our businesses. There's another Hammer and Chisel group actually starting on the 25th. So if you get more interest and more people, Rhonda is running another group, and we can always put our peeps in there. If you have people in the current Hammer and Chisel group who are doing 21-day fix and are new to this process, please hold their hand, right? They need to hear from you. That group is full of people who've been doing this for a long time, and it can be very intimidating. We didn't have enough people to run our own group, right, for 21 days, so I needed to put my people in there, and I make sure that I am in there every day commenting on their posts, making my own posts, and messaging them separately so they don't feel that they're way in over their head. Because this group's full, like I said, it's full of people who've done 3-4 rounds of, fix extreme. A lot of coaches in that group. So it's a great one for the recipes. There's gonna be a ton of awesome recipes in that group, but we really need to make sure that we're looking after our people that we put in that group always, but especially if they're 21-day fix, because we don't want them to feel like that group wasn't for them, right? It absolutely is for them. And then at the end of the month, there's a 3-day sneak peek, which, that is going to build your business. You get people in there, right? So let's all shoot to have at least one person in that group. That would be fantastic. So I got big goals for our team this year, guys, and I need you. I can't do it all by myself. I think we need a 21-day group, though even I feel intimidated. And I've been doing, Tammy, I agree. It's a tough one. So if we can get enough, we need enough people. We can't run a group. I can't run a group with the 4 people that I have with 21 days. It's not big enough. We need. I know Tyra did. Tyra ran. She has a group going that was just, they were all kind of friends. They all kind of knew each other, and I think it's been going actually really well. But that doesn't often happen with small groups, right? So that's kind of our dates for January. And of course our team calls. The other thing I want you guys to know is that we are part of an incredible downline, right? We have Rhonda, which is Sparkle Group, and then we also have above Rhonda is Fit and Funky, which is Danielle. And you guys are always welcome to be part of their coach group as well. I think most of you are already in Rhonda's. If you're not and you want to be, you let me know. But if and Tyra says if anyone has a newbie looking for a quiet group, they can join hers. So there we go. That's awesome, Tyra. Thank you. Here's a team player right there. So if you want to be part of the Sparkle Calls, part of the Fit and Funky, you are absolutely welcome to those groups, and just let me know and I will make sure that you get added to whatever groups that you aren't. I just don't want to overwhelm you with groups, right? That gets a little bit crazy. I just put 2 new people in our groups. If you've been in the challenge groups, you're going to know them both. Jamie and Claire have been with me they are both, I think, on their 3rd round or 3rd or 4th rounds. I think, Tammy, they've been around as long as you. And Kara, actually. They've been in the groups, and they have been so incredible at posting, right? They're foodies. Ooh, I got 10 minutes. They're foodies, and so they post their meals, and they've been very active in the groups, and so they're discount coaches. And so I reached out to both of them, and I said, you know, would you like to be in my coach group? And neither of them want to coach at this time. And I just said, you know, we do a lot of free training, we do a lot of personal development, and that we would love to have the perspective of customers in our group as well, right? So the feedback, and so we have them join our group, and I'm really excited to have them join us. So you guys remember that you're always welcome. Our group is open to anyone who has signed a coach contract, right? Discount coach, non-discount coach. Don't assume they don't want to be part of it. You know, just ask. They can be a fly on the wall. There's lots of free stuff going on in here. And I'm going to make sure that I'm posting a lot more in the group and adding a lot more value for you guys, because you're my team and you rock. So there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. What was it? Let me look at my notes. I had notes. Hello? It's me. Okay. Goodbye. Sorry.
Hi, you have reached the call of Kendra. Please,
Don't know how to stop.
to leave the message. Thanks.
You can all listen to the message. I don't know how to turn it off. It's on speaker.
You can just mute yourself and then nobody would listen to it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a little friend of Blake's looking for him. They're playing video games together. So anyway, he's done now. Vision board, welcome letter. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had, guys. Though it was longer, I went over. Look at me go. So anybody else got any comments, questions, anything they want to throw out there this week? No? Next week, we're going to talk about organizing, right? How do we organize our business a little bit? I've been doing this long enough. Says Tammy's idea. I've been doing this long enough that I've gone from, you know, doing it on a spread, well, starting with paper, doing it on a spreadsheet. Now I actually purchased the program. We're going to throw around ideas on how at different levels in your business to keep it organized, right? So, you know, who do I contact? When did I contact them? And we're just going to talk a little. I think you can never talk too much about organization and organizing your business. So that is what our talk is going to be on next week. And yeah, if nobody has anything, I'll let you get back to your families. I'm thrilled that you guys were here and you joined us. So I will put this recording in the group. I will also put Rhonda's team meeting recording in our group on hers is on Thursday. I believe it's also on Vision Board. So you'll get double power if you want to watch it. So if nobody else has anything, we will say good night. Say good night.
Good night.